Hey YouTube, it's Kara. Alright, so I promised you guys a book haul and I'm here to deliver. I have 13 books to show you. I got these books from multiple places, Half Price Books, Amazon, and Costco, believe it or not. Um, and so yeah, I haven't done a book haul in forever and this is going to be really exciting because I got some great books. So before I get started on my book haul, I will be showing you what I am currently reading. And I'm rereading Percy Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, which is in anticipation for the movie that's coming out. I'm not very far into it, and I'm really enjoying it. I actually recently reread Anna and the French Kiss, and I fell in love with it again. So I never reread books, but I'm liking rereading these books. So I think I'm gonna have to start doing that more often. Alright, and then the next book that I am currently reading is Specials by Scott Westerfeld. And then this is the third book in the Uglies trilogy. But there is a fourth one called Extras. And I have that one, so I'm probably going to have to get to that one soon. Okay, now, I'm really excited because these books are great, you guys. I am so excited, it's ridiculous. Can't you see? I'm like a kid at Christmas. Okay, so I'm just going to start randomly showing you guys some books. The first book I got is one that I got at Half Price Books. And the reason why I got this book, the reason why I went to Half Price Books at all, was because I have to get 3 books, well, technically I have to get 2 books for my honors class that I'm taking, which is Gothic Literature. And the first book that we're going to be reading, I believe, is Frankenstein by Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley. Wow, I butchered her name. I'm so sorry. But I got this version in particular because it was beautiful. It is like a leather-bound book with golden edges, and there's the inside for you guys. But it is a gorgeous book. It's gonna look gorgeous on my shelf, and I am extremely excited to read it. Look at that cover. It's beautiful. Alright, so that's the first book that I got. The next book I received was one that I actually was not planning on getting, but I saw it in Costco and it was pretty cheap, so I decided to pick it up. And it is Felipe Gregory's newest book, which is her first YA novel, I believe, called Changeling. And this is actually a surprisingly thin novel. I have not read the back, but I am excited to read a Felipe Gregory book because she also wrote The Other Bowling Girl and The Red Queen, The White Queen, which I have not read any of those, but I've heard amazing things about this author, so I figured the first book I should read should be a YA novel that she's written. The one thing that surprised me about this book is it is really short. It is only, oh gosh, 250 pages. But look at the inside. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm really excited to read this one. Alright, the next book I received, it was a little damaged. I got it from Amazon, but it is Jellicoe Road by Melina Marchetta. This book is hardcover, and it is tiny. Look at how tiny this book is compared to a normal paperback, hardback. This is the smallest hardback book I think I own. Again, I do not know what this book is about, but it won a prize, which that's what's damaged. Not cool, right? And I've heard nothing but great things about this book also, so I'm excited to read it. Alright, so the next book I picked up is also a hardback, and I've been wanting this book for a very long time. Not particularly this book, but the series in general. Just because, A, I think they are the most beautiful covers I've ever seen ever. Like, I think if I ever did a covers video, this would be number 1. These covers that this series is. They're gorgeous. And then also I heard it's a good book, so I will show you. It is Tiger's Curse by Colleen Colleen Hoke. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but not particularly the first 2 covers, but the third cover with the dragon on it, and then the newest cover with the bird on it, that's green, is beautiful. They are so beautiful, and when you take the flap off, even the hard, you probably can't see it very well, it's engraved. It's beautiful, you guys. I fell in love with this book the minute I saw it, and I had to have it. I do believe this book is about someone getting turned into a tiger, but I'm not quite sure. Alright, the next book I'm going to show you is a sequel. I got lots of sequels too because I feel like, I wanted to complete my collections. And I recently read the first one, and so this is Vanish, the sequel to Firelight by Sophie Jordan. And I really, really liked Firelight, so I'm excited to read Vanish. Oh, and it's about a girl who can turn into a Draki, which is a dragon. Dragon human. Okay, the next book I got is also from Half Price Books, and it's a bind-up. And this is the first bind-up. I was going to get all the bind-ups because they had them all, but then I thought, well, what if I don't like the first one? So I only got the first one. And it is the Morganville Vampires, Volume 1, which has Glass House and the Dead Girls Dance. I don't know what this is about either. All I know is that it's about vampires, and I've heard great things about it, so I can't wait to read it. Okay, so the next one is also a sequel, and it is Behemoth by Scott Westerfeld, the sequel to Leviathan, which I read and loved. And I just love these covers. Aren't they beautiful? And also there are pictures in this book that are also quite beautiful. So I'm really excited to get this one. Alright, another sequel, which is Fins of Forever, and I believe the first by Terlin Childs. The first one is Forgive My Fins, I believe, and they're just coming out with the third one. I don't remember the title, but it looks like they all look alike, so you could probably tell which one it is. And I really liked the first one, so I decided to get the second. Alright, this next book, I was so excited to find not just the book in general, but this copy of the book, because it had an American cover and a British cover, and I preferably liked the British cover, but they didn't have it anywhere because I live in America, so I was really bummed. I didn't want to buy the book because I didn't like the cover as much as the British, so I found the British cover with the American cover also. I'll show you. It's The Night Circus. And the British cover is just these two people, but then the American cover is that. So that's pretty cool, I thought. All I know is this is about a circus, and then there's like dueling wizards, and it's supposed to be really awesome. This is an adult book, I believe. Anyway, I'm stoked to read it. Alright, the next book I only picked up because I heard Danny Marks mention it, and it is Bliss by Lauren Miracle. Again, don't know what it's about, but I'm guessing it is about murder or something to do with something scary, something gory, just by the cover, which is really awesome. And if you guys are new to my channel and you're wondering why I'm not really explaining these books in depth, it's because I personally don't like to know what a book's about before I read it. I like the surprise. Alright, the next book that I have to read for my class, and another reason that I had to go to Half Price Books, was because I had to pick up Dracula by Bram Stoker. This is actually a really thick book. I wasn't expecting it. It's like 400 pages. And I have to read this one for school too. And yeah, which I'm pretty sure all of you guys are familiar with the story of Dracula. Alright, two more, you guys. Two more. The next book I found, I was actually really surprised that I found it in Half Price Books because it's a new release. It's only been out a month or two, I think. But it is Purity by Jackson Pierce. And this is the shortest book, you guys. It's like 200 pages. It's tiny. Which I believe is about a girl who's trying to lose her virginity, but I'm not. Don't quote me. It says, the promises are the most important thing to me. I have to find a loophole. I've got to find a way to keep both promises, no matter what it costs me. So that's what it says on the back. And I like Jackson Pierce's novels. They're good. They're not the best, but they're definitely readable. I like them a lot. So I'm excited to read this one. Alright, and then the last book I got is another one from Costco. And it is the newest Jodi Picoult novel, which is called Between the Lines. Yeah, it's Jodi Picoult also wrote My Sister's Keeper and a slew of other books. But I believe this is also her first YA novel. So I picked up two adult authors who just made YA novels. You know, fun times. Alright, so that's my book haul. I thought it was a pretty good book haul. I probably should not buy books for a while now because that's a lot of books. That's a lot of books, you guys. So yeah, bye.